Hello and welcome back to another Endless Happy Days Lockdown Diaries vlog, week 10. We are in week 10 and it is also an absolutely glorious bank holiday Monday. Oh my gosh, it's bank holiday Monday. Alex is off work. This is happening again. We emptied it, we've sort of inflated it a bit more because it was going down a bit. And we are refilling it. We've got our chair set up. We even bought a little net from the garden centre the other day to fish out all the little flies and stuff. Today, forget the rest of the week. Let's just focus on today for now. Another day in lockdown. Our plan today is to recreate a day in Cyprus if we were on holiday. The first thing we would do when we got up was to get in the car and go to a local deli which is called Cyrpus, and we would go and get pastries, ham and cheese pastries and an iced coffee, and bring it back to the villa and have it and then get in the pool. So that's what we're going to do. Well, let me take you inside. Right, now I'll show you. So we made our own. We bought some ready roll pastry and we have filled it with ham and cheese. So we've got our little Cyrpus deli pastries on the go. Alex is in the middle of making his iced coffee. I've got mine already, trusty Dalgona coffee, which I've been obsessed with for the whole of lockdown. I've really let it sit for a while now, so I'm going to enjoy mixing that in a minute when I get outside. Yeah, so pastries, ham and cheese pastries, iced coffees, by the pool. Yeah, and then once it's filled and we've let it warm up for a little bit in the sun, then we're going to dive right in. I've got my I've gone for, oh, how can I show you properly? I've gone for a little blue and white Greek Cypriot coloured little dress to fit the occasion today. And then the plan later on tonight is to get a Greek takeaway and eat that outside and pretend, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in after a day in the pool, have a shower, get ready for the evening, get ready for dinner, and then we're going to have our Greek dinner outside. I really wish we were in Cyprus right now. It's not quite the same, but we're going to give it a go because there's nothing else to do. Quite frankly, it does feel nice because in my head I'm kind of living the holiday as if we were there, so it's like a little bit of escapism. Try it. Choose like your favourite place or your favourite way to spend a day and get creative and think about how you can do it at home, because we're having some great weather this week and probably for the next few weeks and moving forward into summer. So yeah, I would just get creative and have a go, because we're probably all missing our favourite places and holiday spots at the moment, so let's take ourselves there. Well, these 100% pass the taste test. They are delicious. They are an absolute triumph, you are right. Got my coffee, which I've now mixed up, which is delicious and thick and creamy. Just realised that the best thing about Cyprus at home is him. We don't have to leave him and I don't have to miss him.
Sure, I agree.
Well, you should agree. And the funny thing is, last year when we went to Cyprus, he wasn't even ours. He didn't belong to us. He still lived with the neighbour. He still lived behind our house there.
Still missed him then.
On another road. I still missed him, and I still got family that were coming to check on the house to FaceTime me and put the cat on. True story, I FaceTimed him from Cyprus. There's a photograph somewhere on my Instagram. That's another thing. Go and follow my Instagram and you'll just trawl through and you'll see some Cyprus pics. I think I always hashtag it. What do I hashtag it? Cyprus rats or something, I think. I'll check on that. I'll put a link below anyway in the description box for some Cyprus photos, because we all need Cyprus spam. Pool is filling nicely. We've got a little net ready for you to fish out all your cooties. Holiday but not holiday. It's pool time.
I don't know.
It is. I've been in for a while, but again, Alex insisted on, well, you've just boiled a few massive pans of water.
That doesn't make any difference, it's freezing.
It's not freezing. It's actually really nice once you get in because the sun is so hot. It's like the only way to sit out in the full sun for any length of time, otherwise I'd have been in the shade well before now. So remember, you don't have any sun cream, okay?
Yeah.
So this is a recipe for disaster potentially. I'm alright because I'm an ethnic. I'm a Mexican, according to everyone else. I'll just say it because I know that if any friends are watching this, that's what you just mentally said then. Get your little self in here. You're getting to temperature. Do you want me to splash you? Will that help? No. That mean I take even longer to get in, won't it? You've got to sit down. I did it when there was not even 3 pans of hot water in it.
But they've not made any difference, I'm sure they haven't. Really.
Oh, right. Well, if you just sit down, maybe if you just sit down. He did it!
Easy. That's not warm.
It's not warm when you first get in.
Not entirely sure it's ever going to be warm.
I have got out of the pool now. I've left Alex in, having a little bit of a sunbathe. Don't know where Dudley is. He's disappeared now. Very tempted to eat the rest of my breakfast pasty. Look at him. Do you want to eat it? Are you hungry? So I can go and get it. I've just got to document what's happened.
He just fully headbutted me and rolled on my head.
Alex is sunbathing and look who's just appeared and look where he's chosen to lie. Dudley, you've got no sense of personal space, have you?
Does he know that I'm here?
Yes, of course he knows you're there. That's why he's chosen to sit there.
Hey. Where's his head?
His head is right next to your head.
Here.
Yeah, right there. Little Swede right next to yours. Hello, it is very, very much later on now. We sunbathed all afternoon. Alex started doing some planting around the garden, which granted isn't very Cyprus, but to be fair, we'd possibly have gone out at some point during the day and done some sort of activity, so I guess that fills that spot. I took myself off for a little nap, had a nice shower, took myself off for a little nap for an hour, and then got up and got myself ready as if we were going out for dinner. The Greek place, sadly, is not open today. Either of them, there's 2 of them. So we've ordered from a Lebanese place, which actually does pretty similar food anyway. So I've gone for my usual order that I order every single time we go on holiday to Cyprus. I order lamb chops, and that usually comes with some salad and some chips. And we've made our own salad. We've recreated a salad that we had in an amazing restaurant called Roof. It was in Ayia Napa actually. We drove there and had this amazing salad. It was like croutons, lovely cherry tomatoes, burrata, but we couldn't get burrata, so we've used mozzarella, all mixed with like olive oil and basil, fresh basil and stuff. We didn't get fresh basil, so that's the only thing missing. But we've recreated the famous burrata salad. Yeah, I've got myself a little white wine spritzer. It's too warm and I've been in too much sun today to have a full glass of wine, so I've had ice in it, it's melting already, and I've put a bit of lemonade in it as well, so that's my drink of choice. No doubt Alex will be going for a beer of some sort. Yeah, he's just gone up to get himself sorted, and then yeah, the food's already here, so we shall be handing it out shortly. Peter.
Oh, I didn't make
What?
tzatziki.
Oh, it doesn't matter, we've got loads. Alex has got his holiday shirt on. Woo! And I've got a little jumpsuit on actually. I can't show you properly, but I mean, ooh, it's palm print, so it's very holiday-ish.
Chips.
Oh yes, lamb chops, there's mine. Should be a hummus.
Bollocks. No.
It does look like it says bollocks. Oh, this is my salad, by the way. Take the little top off that and let me show the recreation of the Roof salad.
Woo!
Croutons, tomatoes. It should be burrata, but it's mozzarella. Burrata is a little bit more creamier and runnier, so I think that the other one is a bit more of a moist salad than this one. Dare I say moist?
We've got any salt and pepper in it?
It has got salt and pepper on it, yes. God, look, a stray Greek cat. Should we give it some of our restaurant food? Are you okay? So it's a bit later on since the last time I vlogged. We had a bit of a mare. Our food arrived and Alex's dish was completely missing, so we had to wait for them to send it, which was fine because in the meantime we had our hummus and pita and stuff, and it's just arrived now, way longer than they said it would be, like 20 minutes. It's been more like 45 minutes. The sun's gone down now, so it's too cold to sit outside and eat, so we've had to come inside. And his dish arrived and it was just had the most measly little pieces of meat in it, so I've had to complain, something which I don't do very often, but it's just ridiculous. I probably wouldn't have complained that badly had we not had to wait an extra 45 minutes for it all. So now we've finally got a meal. I've got my lamb chops, we've got some salad. So we decided to come inside and watch our Cyprus holiday vlogs from last year, just to continue the theme of the day and just relive it a little bit. So we're finally about to eat now after a long time of sitting outside and waiting. Good morning. It is Wednesday morning now. Excuse me for looking like this. I got up at sort of when Alex was leaving this morning and vacuumed everywhere, cleaned the kitchen down and have just mopped. Does anyone do this, like mop themselves back into an area? I've got my mop over there. I'm just about to start catching up on Sex and the City with my breakfast, which is the old fruit and fibre with banana and a little cup of tea. I filled this with water and ice again today because I am so rubbish at drinking water, and I think that's contributed to me not feeling great the last day or so. Also, can we talk about hay fever? I haven't done badly. I used to get it so severely as a child and a teenager, and then it seemed to go away for a few years, and now in the last few years it's coming back. So I've taken my antihistamine already, boiled to death overnight because slept with the bedroom windows closed because we've had those open, and I think that's been also the reason why I've been waking up every morning already completely full of it. God, I look a mess. Yeah, so I think I need to get some eye drops and a nasal spray this week because my tablet on its own is just not cutting it. Yeah, so that's Wednesday morning so far. It's 9:45 now. So I'm just going to have my breakfast, catch up on a bit of TV, and then I might go, I need to have some washing out as well. And then I might sit in the garden for a bit before I start work. I don't know, I'm torn because I really want to sit outside because it's really close and feels really like stuffy inside, but hay fever. So I don't know, I might end up bringing the fan downstairs, give that a clean because obviously it's not been used since last summer, and whack that on instead and sit in here. Who knows? But yeah, I shall bring you along with me. Oh, I need to stop. Oh, it's so itchy my eye though. Yeah, I'll bring you along for my Wednesday. We haven't been out for a walk for a few days, so we have said we're going to go out this evening if Alex gets back at a reasonable time. So hopefully there'll be some nice walk footage for you later because I for one need to get out as well, so walk has to be done. Come outside to get a little bit of fresh air before I've got to start work. It's another lovely day. It's supposed to be gorgeous all week this week, so I'm going to try and make the most of it. Paddling pool is still filled over there. I don't know what we're going to do with that though. We might have to empty it tomorrow because I don't know whether we're going to end up getting in it again before the weekend, and Max really needs to come and do the garden at some point, so might just have to kiss goodbye to that for a bit, for a few weeks, till it gets scorchier again. Little friend has just come to join me. You okay? You alright, special? Oh, fluffy, fluffy boy. Can you hear that little one screaming? You don't like screaming, do you? Where are you going to go and sit? Somewhere shaded. Gonna go and sit in the bush? Don't eat grass, Poppet. Don't eat grass. Don't want you to be sick. it's back. This makes me so happy. Dug it out, given it a clean, plugged it in. Alex is gonna hate this. I happen to think that the most relaxing, restful sleep I can get in a year is probably in summer on a warm night with a fan blowing on me, and Alex thinks it dries him out and he wakes up in the morning feeling completely shriveled like a raisin. But I disagree. I feel great because I just think the sound of it and the feel of it is just so lovely. Bev and Jess have just been to drop off the old loo roll delivery. They went to Costco and they managed to get a big multi-pack, so we've split it. We're going to go halves on it. So that's us sorted. If there should be another shortage, which I don't think there is anymore, but anyway. Yeah, so I'm heading in now. I've been sitting over there with my laptop for a while, and they had a little sit down for 5 minutes when they came and dropped the loo roll off. So yeah, I'm heading in for a bit now because it is a scorcher. Little wind chimes. I bought those because I'm not usually a fan of the old wind chimes. I think they can be a little bit naff, dare I say. No offence to anyone that loves a wind chime, but I like the wooden ones because I prefer the sound. Because they remind me of at my mum's in the port in Palenza. There's a certain noise that comes from the harbour, from all the boats and like the little flagpoles and things all like rattling against each other, and it just really reminds me of that. So when it's a bit windy and that noise is going off, it's like I can close my eyes and transport myself there. Right, I've finished work now, so it's happening. I'm doing it, I'm getting in. Oh, how cold is it going to be? I mean, that's not too bad. I mean, it is quite cold though. I think I've fished out everything I can fish out for the time being. It feels quite nice paddling in it, but it does feel a bit chilly to sit down in. Oh no, it feels a bit chilly to sit down in, but the sun is out, so. Right, let's do this. Let's have a little sit down. Oh God. Oh, that's not too bad. That's not too bad, that's not too bad. I'm in. I'm in. Oh, this is so nice to be able to do this after work. Thank God for the weather. I'm vlogging you.
Look shocking.
No, you don't. You look lovely. I'm just watching Southern viciously going after a fly.
You didn't take a picture
No,
of it,
I didn't get it on camera. I missed it.
I've had the most weird dreams the last 2 nights. I was telling Jerry, don't know what it is, but
Yeah.
I've been singing for crowds of people.
You should be singing for crowds of people. That's the point. You should be. That's why your brain's telling you should be singing. What happened there? Did you have a hair on your face?
Today, for some reason, we have all the time in the world's been on my mind. As I was listening to the backing track that I used for your wedding.
Yeah, that was so nice. I'm so glad you sang that. Have we got that on video somewhere? A tiny snippet of it, I think, from Andre.
Just the end of it.
Yeah.
That's all, yeah.
Oh, I really regret not asking someone to video that day, because we just presumed that people would video things like the speeches or the first dance and stuff, but I don't think Andre did. He took a few snippets, but it wasn't enough. When I watch them, I always want more. I want to watch more. Yeah.
No, it's quite warm.
I made curries and stews and all sorts last week, but today I thought
Alex is having a little catch up with Mum now while we're doing our pasta. Got bolognese on the go tonight for
Yeah, it's
din-din.
been busy, but it's been okay. Not been too bad.
We're talking, I'm just telling the vlog, Mum's talking about what if she shaved her head, so we were just saying to her that she would really suit a shaved head, but I don't think she's really convinced.
Are you taking a video of this?
Yeah, I'm filming the fact that we're talking to you about shaving your head.
She's trying to get you to do it, Setham. Then she'll laugh at you afterwards.
No, I'm not trying to get my mum to shave her head. I'm just saying if you were to shave your head or have a bald head, you would be one of those people that would really suit it. Because you've got a nice skin tone. I wouldn't.
Yeah, but
Not convinced. Telling you now.
I've that mask on going to the shops and I've not been able to wear makeup for ages. And the other day I thought, I'll just put a bit of eye mascara on and then have my mask on. We've got these black masks that we send for. I've got conjunctivitis now because the mascara was an old manky one. No, I'm having to use eye drops. Really sorry.
Are you joking? Why have you got? How old is it? You got manky mascara?
Yeah, I threw it in the bin today.
Good. I know what you could do, Setham, if you wanted to see what you might look like with bald head.
With bald head,
Yeah.
not with a bald head.
No, with
just
bald head.
with bald head.
You could go to the what's it? Your little thingy shop, whatever it's called.
The Chinese shop.
Chinese shop.
I bet they do a bald cap.
And see if they do any of those swimming caps, and if you can find one that's a similar skin colour, similar to your skin colour, and you can put it on and see how you look.
I wouldn't mind it being shaved, like, you know, on a number 3 or something, so there is the grey stubble there.
Yes, I know what you mean.
Yeah, that's what I mean, like a little short...
She didn't mean that. She wanted you to completely bick it off, like... Psh.
No, don't. That's horrible. But think how freeing it would be. I have thought about that before, having no hair. How freeing it would be.
I look daft. I can't do it.
You can't do it. You look really ill.
I've done it before. Doesn't look good.
Really ill.
She's made a good job of your haircut, hasn't she?
Oh, yeah, she did.
She needs to do it again.
No, I really don't want to.
You only did half of it. You didn't
Yeah,
really
but
do
it was
this.
so
You
stressful.
didn't really do this side.
I blew a gasket.
And this side's starting to really get on my
Okay.
nerves.
Got a little, well, I say little, this is a pretty sizable portion of spag bol here that you've prepared for me. But yeah, we've got a spag bol. Had a nice chat with Mother, so we're going to eat our dinner now and then try and get out for a little walk, even if it's like just for half an hour. Get out for a little stroll. Oh. I mean, that's carb loading at its finest. Right, off out for a little walk now. It's almost 9 o'clock. I'm quite late going out, but we're walking around the corner to deliver little gift bags to our godsons with a few little bits of sweets and puzzles and stuff in, so keep them going for a little bit. Guys, hi! Bless. Which way? That way. Right, that's their little things dropped off to them. International Space Station's going over in about 10 minutes, so I want to keep... this is quite a good patch of sky, this. Have a look. Check it out. Massive expanse. Right, we're back now, and we are currently waiting for the International Space Station to be visible coming over, but it's still so light. I've only ever seen it in like the pitch dark, so I have no idea whether we're going to get a good enough view of it or not, but we're going to look out anyway. And then in half an hour they are launching 2 astronauts to the International Space Station from America, which they usually launch from, I think it's Kazakhstan, but obviously I'm guessing because of coronavirus or whatever they've not been able to travel there, so it's the first time that NASA are launching 2 astronauts to the space station from America. And then I think at 10 to 10, which is in about 45 minutes maybe, or 40 minutes, we should be able to see that going in the same trajectory as the space station. So that's crazy because that's actual men on board, like floating into space. I know there's people on the space station as well, but they're already there, so they're safe and fine. But these guys traveling through space, that's our current view. That's our little view of the moon, and apparently it's supposed to be sort of to the west, so coming from somewhere over here. So I don't know whether it's going to be coming that way or whether it's going to be coming this way, like towards us and overhead. So we're just gonna wait. No, so we're like 5 minutes past the time now for the sighting for the space station. So I don't think we're going to see that. It's just too light still. I'm hoping, I mean, I don't think it'll be completely dark in 40 minutes, but I'm hoping that we'll get, I mean, it is going down over there a lot more now, but hopefully we'll get at least a glimpse of the second thing. So that's disappointing. I love a bit of space station spotting.
Right now we're just still waiting for all of the fuel to come off the Falcon 9 rocket.
Oh no.
Fuel, roughly 20%.
They're not launching. Something must have gone wrong.
And so that call right there, we're still at a little over 20% on fuel, RP1 and LOX, liquid oxygen on the first stage, and then at about 26% on RP1 on that.
Just looking at the NASA Live broadcast of the launch on Facebook, and obviously those are the astronauts. They were obviously in the Soyuz ready to launch off, and something's clearly gone wrong because they're talking about having to delay it until Saturday now. So, oh no.
Heard it.
Good morning. It is Friday now. I've already got a little bedding wash on. My little backdrop for today. Yeah, so what to update you with on Friday. Sorry, my memory card was full then. I just had to delete some stuff. Yeah, so to update you, last night in his daily briefing, Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister, said that he was easing the lockdown rules very, very slightly. So as of Monday, we can now have up to 6 people meet in a garden. Because before you could just meet one other person out in a park, but now they've said obviously that as long as you can maintain social distance, there's no difference between being in a garden or being in a park together. So this is obviously incredible news for so many people. It means they can see family members and friends again that they've not seen. So obviously we're very lucky here. We've got a lot of space in the garden, and we've got a side entrance as well, which means nobody has to walk through our house to get to the garden, because obviously they've said, you know, if the only access is through a house, then yes, people can walk through somebody else's house, but obviously do not touch anything, don't touch surfaces or anything like that. So obviously rules are still very, very strict, and it is a case of, you know, we're still not out of the woods yet. This is still a very serious situation we're in, but there is a little bit of leeway to see a few more people, which is just incredible. Like, I was very emotional watching it last night because it just felt like there was a big build-up, and it was like, what's he going to say? And obviously obviously I knew that it wasn't going to be anything like, right, you can all go and hug each other again. But it's something, and I think some school children are returning to school as of Monday as well, which will be the 1st of June. So yeah, we were supposed to be meeting up with our friends in the park on Sunday, which we're still going to do because that's allowed, it's in the park. But as soon as the news came through, I texted them, because there's 4 of them, and that would make 6 of us, obviously, with me and Alex. And I was like, right, get yourselves over here a week on Saturday. We can all social distance in the garden, bring your own picnic. Because although they did say that you could maybe have barbecues together and things like that, obviously they then had to disclaimer that with, make sure you're not passing each other things, that you're not sharing cutlery, sharing anything like that. So we don't want to muddy the waters with that yet. I think that would be too complicated. So everybody bring their own food, just bring your own picnic. I'm going to put these on again, sorry. Bring your own picnic, and yeah, we can just chill out together in the weather, because again, it's another stunning day. We've had like a proper week of summer this week. We've emptied the paddling pool. Max is coming later on to do the garden because, my gosh, the grass really needs cutting, and you know, he's going out of his mind as our gardener. He's going out of his mind a little bit because he's wanted to sort it out and have had the pool filled. So yeah, but anyway, I need to get on because it's just past 12 o'clock now. I start work in an hour, and I need to go and pick up Dudley's worming treatment from the vets, which is like a 15-minute walk away. So I'm just going to walk there and back. So I've got that sorted because they're closed over the weekend. And then yeah, we'll have just another average Friday in lockdown, really. Yeah, but with the added excitement of knowing that we can just see a few more people soon. It also means, obviously, you know, Bev and Phil and Abby and Jess, like my sister and her husband and my nieces can come and sit in the garden with us as well, which we've not done at all. Jess and Phil and Bev did come on Alex's birthday as like a one-off because it was his 40th birthday, and we just sat outside for like 15 minutes at the back here, but we can officially, like, all of us together. So yeah, it's small steps in the right direction. It's like light at the end of the tunnel finally. Thank you. Thanks. Right, I'm home now. My goodness, that was a hot walk. It's not even that far away. It's maybe about half an hour there and back, if that. I'm going to say less than that, 20 minutes. But my goodness, did that kill me a little bit because of the heat. I'm glad I took a bottle of water with me. Right, I am just about to log into work in about 8 minutes precisely. My little nugget is nice and relaxed and having a lovely sleep with his little leggy hanging out as usual. You alright, my special? You okay? You have a nice sleep, my boy. You have a nice dreams. I'm free! I finished work for the day. So obviously it's just past 5:30 now, and Max is due to come and do the garden at 6. So Alex is supposed to be coming home before 6 o'clock as well, because we need to put the old pool away. Obviously he's drained it, whatnot, but it needs to be deflated. So I'm just going to move some of these chairs out of the way. I should have done this before really, but hey ho. Oh god, why is there bird poo on everything? Honestly, there's just so many birds in the garden at the moment, which is obviously lovely, but they're pooing on everything. If you leave any chairs out overnight, they just get pooed on. Look, sorry to gross you out, but it's just on everything. So yeah, I'm gonna move these now, and then Max will be round, he'll cut the grass, sort everything out, and then it'll look pristine for the weekend. Yeah, Friday night, another week done. It's just crazy how these weeks are just rolling by. It's quite crazy, really. Oh, there's a lot of flies over here. Might leave it till Alex comes home, to be honest. Might just have a little sit in the sun for a minute. Right, gonna go and get my water. Right, it is much later on now. Max is just leaving this second. Lovely, neat, sorted out garden again. He's hanging around for some reason. Alex is sorting out the sprinkler because we've just put a load more feed on the grass. So that's been sorted, and we need to sort out what we're having for our tea because we've no idea. I think we're gonna have something beige tonight, maybe something like chicken goujons and like beans and chips or something, like a kiddie's tea. Yeah, what are you having for your tea? You can have the rest of your little mackerel thing that you had last night. Yeah, oh look, sad, there's the pool. We need to let it dry out properly and then maybe give it like a wipe down because it's a bit muddy underneath, and then deflate it tomorrow and put it away, pack it away in its box for another few weeks. And I'm going to get it out again. I'm not going to not use it anymore, but just going to give the... Why, can we keep it out, do you think? Should we keep it out for a bit and then maybe refill it tomorrow? Just emptied it, he doesn't want to refill it. Right, we need to sort out what we're going to have for din-dins. It's so nice being out this time, all the bird song. Beige tea is ready, chicken goujons, some beans, some chips. We're watching, currently got some repeats of Gogglebox on, but we are going to try and put a film on or something else instead in a minute. Yeah. Huh? Yeah, but it's not going to be a film of my choice, is it? It's going to be a film of your choice.
That's why I said it was a great idea.
Oh no, it's not a great idea. God knows what we're going to end up watching. No point peeking at me round the door.
Hey,
You.
what do you mean?
I saw your little peeking at me. Oh, I missed it. Right, so we're going to have din-dins and watch a film, and yeah, I don't feel like I've not really filmed that much of today, but there's not really been that much to film, if I'm honest. I've struggled a bit today, but obviously we'll both be together tomorrow, so there'll hopefully be a bit more to film on a Saturday. So I will catch you in the morning. Good morning, it is Saturday. There's a little Klingon in the kitchen. Not you, I meant Dudley. We're making pancakes, but I've roped Alex in this week to whisk the egg whites because the last time I did it, I ended up with excruciating shoulder pain. That the same night that I'd done it. Not that I'm wishing you excruciating shoulder pain, but I feel like you will be fine and not pathetic like me. So yeah, we're making fluffy American pancakes again. I've just had a little Boots order arrive that I'm very excited about because I've been trying to get my hands on this stuff for weeks and it's been sold out everywhere, and I've finally got my hands on some. So we're going to give it a whirl. I've done a little patch test on my arm, so as long as that's not breaking out in any way, I'm going to use it on my face later on. Oh, and I've got a new hydrating face cream. I'm going to give this a go because the search for the perfect moisturiser continues, and this brand is specifically very good for sensitive and broken and damaged skin, etc. So yeah, going to give it a whirl. Pancakes, woo! I haven't got any bacon today. I'm gutted. I went to take the bacon out of the fridge thinking it was okay, and it's really not okay. It had mould on it, which I've never seen before on bacon. So we're just going solo with some fluffy pancakes today and some maple syrup, and catching up on Sex and the City from the week as well. I'm not sure what the plan is to do today. We might try and get out for a nice little walk somewhere. I think there's a helicopter going over then, sorry. Yeah, I think we're going to try and get out for a walk somewhere, but I'm not entirely sure where today. I would love to go to the beach. I've seen some people driving to Blackpool and going on the beach, obviously social distance from everybody, but my worry for that is if you need the toilet, what do you do? Because it's not about using any public toilets right now. Even carefully, I feel like that would be really sketchy. So yeah, I think we'll just stay closer to home because that's just a risk that is not worth taking. Right, we are ready and off out now. We've decided to go out and try and get some wood for the fire pit. We need some quite big logs, so I think Alex has found somewhere local that we can get some from. I've tried not to put too much makeup on. I've just put a little bit of concealer over different bits because I want to sit in the sun again when we get back. So yeah, that's me. I put a little summer dress on as well, which is quite nice to put actual clothes on to go out in. Yeah, I need to get some nasal spray as well for my hay fever because that's been doing my head in, and yeah, we might be going to a grocery shop in Chorlton called Unicorn, which is like all organic and vegan and stuff, and they do like really nice fruit and veg and pulses and all you can think of in that sort of area. Yeah, so that's the plan. Just driving through Chorlton now, and obviously there's a few little shops open here and there, but I mean, it's so weird, like all the bars and restaurants are just shut, and with the shutters down and everything, it's just really weird to see. You think like it'd be so buzzing on a day like this normally. On like a bright sunny Saturday, the whole place would just be packed full of people and everyone's just shut. And we just saw there's like a little queue to go into the little Marks and Spencers and a little queue to go into the little Tesco, and I don't know, like obviously seeing people with masks on now is normal, but yeah, it's not normal at the same time. Like think back before all this happened, if you saw someone wearing a mask in public, you'd be like, alright, Michael Jackson. What's your deal? Like a proper surgical mask, but now just everywhere you look, people are wearing them. I just find it odd. It's just like little moments you keep having of like, wow, this is really happening out there still. We've got to Unicorn now. We're just at Unicorn, but obviously only one person can go in at a time, so I'm just going to wait in the car because it's really Alex that wanted to come here. He likes to get his bits of cereal and dried fruit and dust, as I call it. So yeah, he's gone in and then he's going to give me a ring in a bit, and I'm going to ask him to get me a couple of bits from there. Success! Yes! What else? Oh yes, I love those now. Thank you very much. These are amazing. Just stopped at a lovely cottage in the countryside near Dunham Massey to pick up our logs for the fire pit. Alex is just loading them into the boot now. It's this gorgeous cottage. It's just so lovely. It's on this like bend, but it's just so beautiful around here. You're really like 5 minutes from the main town, which is Altrincham, if you don't know Cheshire or this area at all. But you feel like you're absolutely out in the sticks. It's so beautiful. It's so quiet. Oh, I'm parked my engine.
Oh, sorry.
Right, we are home now. We just had our little meal deal sandwich inside. I put my little smoothie into a glass with some ice. Alex is a bit warm, so he's inside at the moment watching some Baby Yoda crap. I don't know what it is. Is it Star Wars? Some Star Wars series anyway. I can't remember the name of it. It's not relevant. Yeah, so I've decided to come out and get the last of the sun because it's a little bit weaker now at this time of day, so it's manageable, and there's a beautiful breeze which is probably wrecking the sound right now. So I apologise for that, but we had such a lovely drive around the countryside going to get those logs. Honestly, it was so beautiful just being out, and even though we were in the car for most of it, we got out at one point and just stood by this beautiful field that had loads of daisies and like yellow grasses in it, and it just felt like, I don't know, it's just such a tonic, isn't it, at the moment when we've been confined to our homes for so long. It just made me dream of like weekends away in the countryside and in different places and just driving around to different villages and things, and how much I miss that and how much I actually can't wait to do that again with Alex and with our friends and stuff. So yeah, we're back home now, so gonna catch a bit of sun and then make some tea, and we're doing a Zoom quiz again tonight with our friends. So I bought another bottle of Prosecco to make a couple of Aperol spritzes. Is that the plural? Spritzes? Spritz-I? Aperol spritzes I'm gonna go for. Comment below if you know the official plural of that drink because it's something we always laugh about. Yeah, just gonna enjoy the rest of this, and as usual there's a bird about to start singing the song of its people. Vickers is kind of hosting the quiz this week, and he's hooked up some like very complicated geeked up situation here, so we're going all profesh tonight with this. Apparently we do it on our phones, so this should be interesting. Probably gonna lose, probably gonna drink too much of that and get everything wrong, but this looks very interesting. So the question is, come up with a new hilarious sitcom with the word wart in the title. You was gonna run out of time. We're playing it on our phones, which is quite cool.
Here we go.
Oh god.
Okay, in round 3, you get to award 3 medals: gold, silver, and bronze. Have at it.
Which one do you prefer? I've gone for that one because it's so funny. You voted. So these are all the options.
The suspense is killing me. Let's see who got those medals. Bronze.
Emma's we've got this
Show
one.
me the silver.
Come down with what?
And finally gold. Great. Let me just turn those medals into points for you.
Oh. Yes, Emma, that was the funniest.
It's over. Let's see the final scores.
Ooh, scores. I had to draw this one, which is not very good. I admit I've mostly written on it, so we have to draw it on our phones and then everyone else has to guess.
Here are your choices.
Bros before hose. Let's see.
All right, who picked what?
Oh, you all went brothers. Socially distanced brothers. Oh, because of the arrow in between. Yeah. That was the actual one.
Oh, I got the first bit right.
Well, this is extremely exciting. It's Sunday morning now. I don't usually vlog on a Sunday because I'm usually waiting for the vlog to export so that I can upload it on a Sunday night. But this week I've decided I had to delay it slightly. I'll probably be uploading this on the Monday because we are about to go and meet our friends in the park for a social distanced bit of a get-together / picnic. This is the first get-together we've had since lockdown, since 3 months ago or more, because I don't think we had a proper get-together just before lockdown. So this is like the first time we are getting to actually hang out with each other, and we are extremely excited. Oh my god, this is so exciting. I have a picnic in a bag over my shoulder. We are about to walk to the park to meet our friends. This is like a whole new world. Whoa, little vanilla iced coffees to go. Right, onwards to the park. Come to Stamford Park in Altrincham, which I've never been here before. You said you have.
No, I've not been in the park.
Oh right. No, I've never been in this park before, but it's local to Dave and Emma, so they suggested it. And there's like a really huge field where you can like pitch up away from other people, so that's the plan. Hey,
Got any left?
look who we're with!
Oh, yeah.
Look who we're with!
Get some more. It's like
It's
like
a cheeky
fruitiness to
boy!
it. It's just not,
And he's
it doesn't taste
walking.
like any coffee I've had before at all.
Last time we saw you, you weren't walking.
He's cheating right now.
Yeah, he's holding mummy.
You have to let go.
Oh! Brownie have arrived with little Harry. We've got both boys now. Ezra's tucking into his picnic already now. This is just so nice being here together. It feels like, I don't know, I'm just so happy right now. Just sat here chilling out, chatting to we're talking about holidays actually, planning our next Cyprus trip, which will probably be next year, but I don't care when it is as long as we can go and get it booked. Look what's going past. We're done. We're done. We're leaving. We've had our little socially distanced picnic, and it's been amazing. No, I don't think I did. It's been so lovely today. It's felt like normal life for a second, even though we're this far apart. Right, we'll see you guys next week. Bye! We're home now from our little picnic. It was amazing just to sit and chat with each other and just spend a bit of time together that's not on a screen. So I think this is a very good time to end this week's vlog. Please give me a little thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching this far if you have done, and please subscribe if you've not done already. Week 10, tick, we can tick that right off and look forward as of sort of the next few coming weeks to spending time with a few more people. Still at a distance, we still can't hug each other, which is still incredibly sad, but seeing each other is better than nothing, so small steps in the right direction. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye for now.